Hello and welcome back to Battle City. This is our post-draft team analysis slash breakdown slash favorites slash whatever we're calling this. I don't know. Anyways, Prez is here with me. Nobody else is available yet, but if they pop in, they pop in. Oh,
All
come on.
right.
You know what I'm about.
Hmm?
I don't plan things efficiently, I just do things. Huh. Well, so I know technically we did the Battle City video last season 0, but that doesn't count because it was season 0, just like Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0 doesn't count. So, a lot of new faces, some familiar ones if you did watch that video. Um, I don't know. Where do you want to start with this? I'm guessing Muto Division. I don't know if I want to talk about Fluxy immediately, but
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, fun idea. Who do you think has the best team in the Muto division of the 5 participants?
In the Middle Division? Hmm. I'm actually a big fan of McWhite's team, with a close second being Fluxy, but it just might be the legendary beasts carrying, because Arcanine's totally a legendary beast.
See, I'm honestly gonna be real. I actually think I like Flynn. Flint? I don't know his name, but the Starmie Scyther Hitmonlee combo just hits me in a way that I feel like that team could really do some work, especially if he gets some early wins.
See, the thing is, when we were observing season 0, Hyper Offense didn't really pop off as much. It was people who had the bulkier Pokemon. Because with this small roster, you know what moves are coming into your team, so you can like prepare for it correctly. So it's a really good team, but it's just like, is it going to get past, like, say something like a Chansey?
But I mean, like that's kind of what I mean. If he can pick up some early wins and maybe pick up some things to round out his roster, I think I like his more than the others. But he's also
Yeah.
not competing against the other members of the Muto division because little breakdown aside, because I don't think this was in the last video. It definitely wasn't because it was a last minute change. We had a bunch of people who wanted to sign up last minute, so I worked with one of the server owners to add in the extra category, which got 4 more people involved. They're in their own division for their weekly battles, but they are still part of the overarching divisions for this. So, he is Mudo, but not really. But I definitely think McWhite's good. I don't like Vileplume, but that's just a me thing. But
I mean, Vileplume's really good because it has Strength Sap, so it has the strength nasty like Strength Sap Elite Seed combination, and
oh,
it's very annoying to break through. Like, you need to break through it and figure out, does this Vileplume have Fizz investment or special investment? Because once that thing like starts getting set up, it's really hard to stop. Or if you don't have like an opposing grass flying type, which doesn't exist in Gen 1.
yeah, like, huh. But I guess to actually get into it, let me zoom in a little here. We got Fluxy, who is starting off rocking with a Raikou, a Tangela, Kabutops.
So these are three very strong Pokemon. Tangela is a phenomenal wall. I am one of the biggest Tangela stands that will ever exist. I think Raikou is a solid mon, with Gen 8, Gen 9 adding or like making its move pool more in depth. It gets Aura Sphere, Action Sensory, and Scald, which is just great coverage. Kabutops hits hard, and like with a it doesn't get Shell Smash, but it gets Rock Polish. So like Focus Sash, Rock Polish sets, Kabutops could put in work because it has a pretty high attack stat.
Yeah, I will say I find it hilarious that Fluxy actually went and grabbed Tangela, because if you remember the one day we got into the argument in VC because he said Tangrowth is just like better and Tangela was garbage. Were you there for that
Yeah, no,
debate actually?
Uh, I don't believe so. If not, I would have white knighted the hell for Tangela.
Yeah, no, he really staked his claim on Tangela being bad, and it's like Eviolite exists, bro. Calm down.
Hmm. I give people nightmares with my Tangela sets.
All right. Next up, we got Bacon, who I believe is one of your people. Your
Yes, he
friends.
is. He's one of my childhood friends. Um, so he's new to competitive Pokemon, but like when we play in like our little speed draft tourneys, he makes some really creative sets and like things you don't normally see. So I'm looking forward to seeing what he has this season. I enjoy working with him. He's been my friend for decades now. Um, so we work a lot together with this kind of thing.
And I
But he's
mean,
also new to Pokemon, and he has some lower tier Kanto Pokemon, but that's okay.
I'm gonna actually disagree with you. I think he is a really strong opening here. Like Jolteon plus Nidoqueen and Firo, because then you have Firo that handles a decent amount of problems, like I would say grass, but Nidoqueen's neutral because poison. But like
Yeah.
he has two ways to bait out. He has two ways to punish a electric move being used against Firo. I maybe I'm overhyping
The
it,
issue
but
is, I think you're overhyping Firo because when you look at his roster, I don't think people are prepping for the Firo versus a Jolteon. Jolteon's the strongest mon in the team, in my opinion. Nidoqueen's a great bulky Pokemon, but with so many water type Pokemon and Pokemon that can run Ice Beam, uh, Nidoqueen kind of just has to have bulk to like muscle through that.
I mean, I guess that's fair. I just value Nidoqueen a lot after using it in draft because it is
I mean,
such a good utility mon.
I think Nidoqueen got second on my team this season for fantasy.
I mean, especially when you take into account that the only Terra that's actually in here is Stellar, and
So it's
Nidoqueen
true.
already is going to be running a lot of different coverage. That just, I don't know.
It's very rare you see a Nidoqueen having the two of the same type moves.
Which makes it a pretty solid Terra pick, which maybe that makes you predictable, but who knows.
Hmm.
Also, justice for Firo. Firo deserves more love.
90 base attack.
I don't care. It deserves more love. I will commit Grand Theft Spiro and evolve it into a Firo.
I need Firo to have like another evolution.
And then we get to the goat. The most humble goat
Rolling.
to ever goat.
Well, I mean, I like the team. It's very bulky. The only issue is like it dies to a Vaporeon.
Hey, no spoilers.
Huh?
Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking
That's
of
not
the
what
wrong
happened.
game. For context here, we're recording this probably the same day it's going live, and we've already had a couple battles for week one happen.
You know, Vaporeon likes eating through this team, but that's a really specific niche because I mean I'm specifying one Pokemon, but the Pokemon or the team has really good bulk. Golem is the main attacker, and Electrode being a pivoter, it you can kind of cover it, except here's the better example. Grass is a big issue into this team because the only move to hit Grass is Suicune's Ice Beam, Air Slash, and Golem's Fire Punch, but these Pokemon may struggle to outspeed some grass types or let alone kill them.
But don't you know the ancient wisdom?
What's that?
The ancient wisdom spoken by our forefathers of Pokemon. Bold Suicune has no weak.
This is true. But Electrode's the only one that doesn't take super effective damage, and its best move to hit it back is like Signal Beam, or since we allow Hidden Power, HP, Ice, or Fire.
That's fair.
Yeah, so just hopefully Rolling doesn't come across any grass types, or it's going to be a rough matchup.
I mean, that sounds like Rolling's fate, honestly. Love the dude, but like he has the worst luck. All right. Then we have the Mick Hustler.
Yeah, I love his team. Arcanine, amazing Pokemon. Intimidate or can be offensive. Reliable recovery with it, or it can be all out offensive. And extreme speed, the best priority in the game. Chansey, it's just a monster. And then Vileplume is just like what's the word? Diet Tangela.
Fun fact about extreme speed, by the way, that I only found out the other day. Did you know it used to only be +1 priority? It wasn't until like Gen 5 or 6. Or it wasn't for like a couple of gens after it was introduced. I don't remember exactly which one that they upped it to +2.
Hmm,
Yeah.
interesting.
So it just used to be like slight higher base power quick attack, and then they were like, actually, let's make it quicker.
Yeah, but I mean, I think Arcanine was the only Pokemon that had extreme speed back in Gen 1, but like, and then Arceus got it, and then some other ones that did whatever. But that's a history lesson I'm not well versed in. But yeah, no, McCoy has a very, very strong team and a very annoying team to deal with because like dedicated special wall in Chansey, dedicated probably physical wall with Vileplume, and then Arcanine just hits hard and it has pretty good coverage,
I mean,
honestly.
honestly, there's an argument you don't even properly need physical bulk on Vileplume if you are doing something shenanigan-y like strength sap. You can just put your investment in special and rely on draining them and healing yourself.
It's also true.
I don't think that's a great idea, but it is technically doable.
I mean, Doll and just like Pokemons are just really, really good in this format.
I don't know. There's the debate because I remember last season that was a whole argument where people couldn't decide whether bulk or stall, like bulk or hyper offense, was better. We had some success with both, I think.
I think Stall won in the end.
Um, I'd have to go recheck Lime's team to see what it ended with, but I do remember he had a
Chansey and
mix.
Tangela. Yeah, Chansey Tangela.
He also had Dragonite at the very end.
Limedale?
I think Dragonite
Oh,
was like the last Pokemon he got it during finals.
I see.
And then Flen, Sis. I still do not know what this dude's name is. Francis?
See, I just looked at the like play part, and then I'm like, oh, fire. I'm just gonna call him Johnny from like Fantastic Four. So I just call him Johnny. I never ask. He doesn't know. I just call him Johnny.
Well, I mean, if he's watching this video now, he knows.
Hi, Johnny.
But
But
I am the preacher at the Church of Starmie. I believe we should all be worshiping our starfish god.
Scyther and Hitmonchan are both very, very strong physical attackers. Uh, I think I don't remember if Scyther gets it, but Hitmonchan has knockoff. Knockoff is actually going to be pretty like huge in this format, especially since you're not going to always have like these standard items that are ran in draft. Like we may see some creative items be brought, and just knocking it off ruins strategies. Hitmonchan also has Mach Punch, which priority is huge in this game,
I was
at
actually
least in my
about to
opinion.
bring up something similar that I remembered because he's not here, but Nando introduced me to Pokemon Rock, Paper, Scissors. You can run a
Uh,
Hitmonchan that has access to
Upper
stop
hand.
priority with Upper Hand.
I would love to see substitute Focus Punch Hitmonchan pop off.
I would love to see just Upper Hand be used ever. I don't think I've ever seen it used outside of Rock, Paper, Scissors. Which, for those of you who don't know, it's a very fun little mini game format if you're bored.
Yeah. But two very strong physical attackers, one very strong special attacker, and not to mention, normally Johnny will have like speed control because Starmie is just
The
such a fast Pokemon.
If I remember, it is the second fastest Pokemon that's like available in this format.
Faster than Jolteon?
Might be third then.
Okay.
I could be partially mistaken, but if I remember correctly, it's something like Starmie, Jolteon, and Electrode are the three musketeers of destruction.
Ready to go into Kaiba Division?
Yep. So we'll go over the teams this time and then we'll ask your favorites from it. I think that makes more
Okay.
sense. So we're starting off with Nidoking, Dodrio, Poliwrath under lag.
It's strong offensive team, and here's the outside of Dodrio, both Poliwrath and Nidoking can be ran mixed, so you don't really know which mons to prepare for. They're also decently bulky. So like Lag has a strong team. It just Alakazam bodies it.
I mean, I'm gonna be so real with you. I've used Dodrio before. I think it's actually a little bit slept on. Like, I think it can be a really good Pokemon with Gen
No,
1 only.
I love Dodrio. Dodrio is a great mon. It's a great choice scarf cleaner. So great because it gets stabs in both Brave Bird, Double Edge. It gets the quick attack, so we got the priority, and it probably has Endeavor somewhere down the line, and that just like that'll mess up a Suicune, mess up a Chansey.
Then we got the rookie of the pack.
Venti. Slowbro's a great defensive mon. Tauros can also be semi-defensive, but it's also just it hits hard. I think Tauros is such a great Pokemon that's slept on. Um, and then Primate's good. Primate's a great choice scarfer. You can guarantee if there's a Pokemon you don't want to deal with, max HP choice scarf Final Gambit.
I mean, even the fact
That
that
is just
because we play with Gen 9 battle mechanics means that technically you can have a Primeape with Rage Fist. Like, you're not getting stabbed, but you're still getting Rage Fist.
yeah, but Rage Fist doesn't really hit much because the only ghost type you have to deal with is Gengar, and you're better off just killing it with Earthquake.
It's probably fair. I just think it's interesting. But, yeah, I don't have much on Venti. I'm definitely a little curious about it, but I think he said his goal was to go into the season with like doing as little prep as possible.
Okay.
So he was just drafting whatever he thought was the best looking thing on the board, which the fact that he was able to grab Tauros so late shocks me
Second
because
round.
that thing
Yeah.
is like a menace. Then Game Bro. I don't think you've ever seen Game Bro play. He's one of the old heads on the server
No,
that got dragged
I
out of
have played.
retirement.
I've played him before.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Uh, yeah. Vaporeon is a very strong Pokemon. I'm not crazy about Marowak round one just because it's kind of better options. Um, but Marowak's still a strong Pokemon. I was messing around with it the other day. Marowak has a in-depth like move pool. It gets some really cool moves. So I get to see him like utilize some of it. Victory Bell is also fun. It has a bunch of utility. It has a bunch of sets it can run. It can be special and physical. So a lot of unpredictability with this Marowak and Victory Bell, and Vaporeon is just a good water core. Yeah.
I bet you have opinions on Vaporeon.
Do I? Is there something I'm forgetting?
I don't know. I just wanted to make a joke.
Uh,
Then we have the King of Crash Outs.
Cruiser. You got
Nan-
the Gengar. That's hmm?
Nando had some fun with some of the names.
The Gengar. Just it's great mon. Has Destiny Bond. Fun fact. Then there's Lapras and Magmar. I'm not crazy about Magmar, but I also don't know what Magmar can do in this format. So I'm hoping to see something go up.
I mean,
I mean,
to be
there is
fair,
Belly Drum
Magmar.
Magmar.
I was gonna say also though, just Eviolite Magmar can take hits. It evolves
Yeah,
into Magmortar, so you do just get Eviolite.
yeah, but everything has Earthquake and Rock Slide. That's the thing. Like fire defensively is not. I don't think it's the strongest, especially with there's like I think 13, 14 water type evolution lines in this game, which is the most besides normal. Um, I don't know. I'm just gonna wait and see what Magmar can do. I don't know, but I love Lapras. It has Dragon Dance. It has special sets. It has Paris Song.
I
I want
have
to see Lapras pop
I
off.
have used Dragon Dance Lapras actually. If you remember last season in PGM. I think I used it
Yes,
against McWhite. That was a
no, I
dumb
love
game.
Lapras. I've been trying to pick it up.
And then we got Rekels, which is looking at Cloyster, Machamp, and Hypno.
And Cloyster's just a great Pokemon in general, especially in this format. Just he has to be careful because people may be running Mirror Herbs against him. Machamp, strong Pokemon. I wish had better SPDF, and I wish had better move depth. And Hypno's actually pretty decent Pokemon. I know in rand battles, Hypno's annoying, and it's a solid Psychic type that can take a hit and set up screens for your team. So yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of the team.
Yeah, so if we're looking at Kaiba, who do you think is the best team here?
I'm the biggest fan of Lag's team. I love Nidoking, I love Poliwrath, and Dodrio is such a good cleaner.
Yeah, well, do you love Poliwrath enough that it would be the first overall pick in the first ever season?
Nope.
God, that is still my favorite story, is just acknowledging the fact that Poliwrath was the first Pokemon ever drafted in PGM. Alrighty. Hopping over to the other half we got. This is where my bias comes in, because the first two are people I'm in relationships with. Ha ha ha! So, starting off in our Ishtar division, we have Manast with Venusaur, Rapidash, Kangaskhan.
Oh, Venusaur is a powerful Pokemon. I love that Pokemon. It's just so good. It's so bulky, does so much damage. When it Mega Evolves, it's even better. Rapidash, fast Pokemon, definitely. I think it's what is it, 110 speed, 115 speed?
Yeah,
Something like that.
it's pretty quick. It also, for the sake of saying it, does get Sunny Day.
True. Fast sunny day, Rapidash dies. You're gonna go into Venusaur. That's the main strat right there. Kangaskhan, I Kangaskhan's such a cool Pokemon. It's not strong. You have to like invest in its HP and defenses so it can like live hits and then like hopefully it deals some damage out. It's just I wish Kangaskhan was better. It got a Mega at least.
I mean, again, if we're talking about the lower power ceiling of primarily just Gen 1 fully evolved Pokemon without Mew or Mewtwo, I think you can give it a little bit more leeway. Because, like, it was a menace back in the day. Granted, different battle mechanics, but, like,
It does have
still.
seismic toss. It may get away with some seismic toss shenanigans. Like if a Pokemon's just too bulky.
I mean, that is fair. That is fair. Speaking of bulky, though, we do have Cappy.
I mean, it's strong. I like it because I believe has the motor drive. Oh wait, no, that doesn't make it immune though. But Electabuzz is still a good switch in to pick up for Gyarados' weakness. Like Electabuzz is kind of the glue between Gyarados and Hitmonlee right now. And I guess with Eviolite, yeah, Electabuzz can take a lot of hits. Gyarados is just really, really good Gen 1 mod. I love Gyarados.
We
Hitmonlee's
all.
super strong with Unburden.
I feel like we all love
Because
Gyarados a little bit.
yeah, normal gem's legal, right?
Uh, yes.
Then Hitmonlee has easy access to Unburden right there. So Cappy's going to be controlling the speed tiers with that Hitmonlee. And then Gyarados can run so many sets. You just need to hope your opponent doesn't have Thunderbolt.
Yeah. I mean, like, honestly, looking at Cappy's team, I definitely think. Oh, I don't know. Because it's like I'm definitely biased, but also at the same time, I do think almost objectively you can argue it's a very powerful team.
Oh, absolutely. It's a powerful team. I do see this team going far.
Speaking of power, though, we have the hyper offense player himself.
Momo. I mean, Alakazam is literally one of the best Gen 1 Pokemon. It's the strongest Psychic type. It's broken with its 125 or 135 base attack and Psychics or Psy Shocks, depending on situations. Ditto just steals your Mon. Uh, Not much to elaborate there. And then Muck. Muck is a really good Spadef. Well, ideally, Momo just doesn't want to run into a ground type, and he's chilling. I mean, looking across the border, he only got to deal with one ground type, but that's also just a grass knot from Alakazam, or Ditto can just switch in and eat
I mean,
hits.
to be fair, some of the best Venusaur builds in the game run ground coverage.
Yeah, but it's not stab Earth power. And with Mux, I think it's 110 SPDF. Like Muck's gonna be eating for a bit.
That's fair. Definitely got to give you that one. Um, no, I definitely think because I ended up doing 2/3 of the draft for him from the list he gave me, and I swear he just gave me the top 20 Pokemon. Was like whichever one of these you can get. Uh, and also an arguable favorite because almost everything I've seen Polar in, he does really good in. So
Yeah, I mean Snorlax is a strong Pokemon, very, very bulky too. It's a normal type, so you only gotta deal with the fighting type weakness. But his next two Pokemon resist the fighting type weakness, which is really, really good for Snorlax. It, like it enables it really well. Charizard, I'm not the biggest fan of Charizard just because dies to rocks
I
really easily.
you have heard me die on this hill that I think Charizard is objectively the worst Kanto starter. Multiple times I have
Honestly,
died on this hill.
I feel like Charizard's going to take the backseat, and what its job is to be a Diet Megazord Y. Click Sunny Day, and then go into Executor with Harvest Citrus Berry. I'm fully convinced that that's going to be a strategy at some point, and I am so here for this. I want to see Executor pop off.
Oh my god, don't make me start thinking of Harvest. I love that stupid strategy so much and I want to make it work like so
And I think
badly.
Executor has 125 base attack, so that Pokemon isn't pulling any punches. Well, I mean, it doesn't have hands, but it's not pulling any punches against like anything. I don't think there's any one mon in this game that resists both stabs. That's actually a lie. I just looked at Magneton, but Weather Ball is a thing.
I just love the immediate of like that was a lie. That's great. And then we get to Roy, who actually, because I think this is going to come up with your muck thing, Roy doesn't face Momo because Roy's part of Valentine division with the other
True. So yeah, Momo
ladies.
don't gotta worry about a ground type. Um, but right on, amazing Gen 1 Pokemon. Ninetales, I love Ninetales. Pinsir's to be desired. It needs its Mega, or Pinsir just needs to be buffed in general. But I think it's a solid team. There's some clear weaknesses, like a water type kind of evaporates it, even though it should be vice versa in the sun. It's a good thing that he does have drought, but
I mean,
water
even
types are going to be a struggle.
I will say, even hypothetically, like a Flash Fire Ninetales to like absorb a hit that Pinsir would have taken. I don't even hate
Yeah, but
that.
then it keeps you vulnerable to water moves though. That's the thing.
That's true.
High Trump's gonna be nasty.
Of course, my brain's doing the stupid thing now. Of course, yo, she be riding on my Ninetales till I pinch her.
Bruh.
Oh, don't judge me. You know what I'm about. Alrighty. So then, best team in Ishtar to you. My bias is Cappy, but
I'm a big fan of Polar's team. Snorlax, strong Pokemon. Infinite Harvest is gonna go crazy. Close seconds Momo, because Ditto is just unpredictable with an Alakazam to back it. But like Polar's team's really, really good.
I mean, fair enough. All right, then we're hopping down to the Wheeler division where they got that Brooklyn Rage. I love the fact that Zach posted that gif. Anyways, starting
Uh,
with Vaughn.
I mean, Entei Weezing is a solid core because Entei is weak to ground, and there's a lot of Earthquake users, while Weezing just switches in with Levitate, and there's no Mold Breaker Pokemon in here.
I mean, I will
Now,
also argue, and maybe this is just a dumb take, but outside of Intimidate, with like how limited everything is, I think Entei is strictly better Arcanine.
oh, I think I meant like Intimidate onto Entei because I'm like Entei has Inner Focus. Intimidate doesn't work on
No,
Entei.
but I mean, like, if you ignore the fact that Arcanine can get Intimidate, I think that you can argue Entei is just it, but better.
I think Arcanine has more coverage than Entei. I do think Entei normally does tier higher than Arcanine because it's a legendary Pokemon with Sacred Fire. Yeah, I think Sacred Fire is what makes Entei stronger than Arcanine.
I mean, it's also an E-Speed user, unless I'm
So is
crazy.
Arcanine.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Entei does it better because it hits harder.
I think so. Yeah.
Battle Academy.
Oh my god, it's the co-owner, Nando.
Jello.
We just hit the Wheeler division.
I saw. I've been paying attention. I just didn't want to interrupt you guys.
Oh, I have no idea how long you've been here. Fair enough. Well,
Like 5 minutes.
oh god. I am bad at paying attention. Don't mind me.
Somewhere around Polar and Roy, he joined.
Yeah, I was just waiting for my moment.
Oh, that's my luck. Alrighty. Well,
It'll be that or got Lame's roster.
well, all right.
Oh,
We'll
perfect.
continue going in order before I get your opinion on the best teams and some
Go
of the
ahead.
worst
Go ahead.
teams. So we do have AJ up next with Clefable, Flareon, Venomoth.
It's a very setup heavy team because Clefable like wants to set up stored power stuff like Calm Mind and Cosmic Power. Flareon is always running Flame Charge or Trailblaze to get the Guts boost, and Venomoth is a Quiver Dance user. So kind of just like run a want to run Haze against his team.
I'm also gonna be
Um,
so real. I'm wondering if he's gonna make the same mistake AJ made back in the day. You remember that,
what's that?
Nando? Uh, instead of using a toxic orb to get poisoned,
Lame orb.
he no, because it's a fire type, it can't be burned. But
I
instead of
know.
using toxic orb to like get poisoned, AJ accidentally put black sludge on his Flareon.
What was it? Black Sludge? I
It was
was.
it was black sludge on the Flareon.
Oh, brother.
It's one of my favorite stories from back in the day.
That, yeah. That's a. That's a seasons. That's some seasons. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
But I mean, it's. I just feel weird looking at Flareon as an attacker, honestly, because it feels like it doesn't do enough.
They can put in some work.
I mean, it can, but
Yeah.
well, then we have
I mean,
good old Zach.
I think it's a good team. Very fast speed control with Dugtrio and Persian Fake Out for utility. And Blastoise is just a great Shell Smash Mon, but just careful with Mirror Herb.
That is true. Everybody gonna run that.
I'm actually wondering if anyone's going to be smart enough to be running Mirror Herb.
That's the easiest out.
No, I just mean like in
Hmm.
general though, because like nobody ever uses that item, no matter how good it would be.
I do. If I see anyone with Shell Smash, I pop it in on somebody. I promise you. And I know first turn switch exactly where I'm going.
That's fair. I do like Dugtrio with Arena Trap though. That can get very, very
Yeah.
interesting to deal with.
But also, Focus Sash Endeavor Sucker Punch is a nasty combo he could run.
Yeah. I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
Then we have the season 0 winner. Lame. I
Oh,
mean lime. I mean lame.
the participation trophy? Yeah. That guy. I think he has a lot of those.
To be fair though, Dragonite is scary in Gen 1 only.
Oh, yeah. That's a solid first round.
Like we've put some hype on other e-speed users, but like Dragonite has become notorious for it.
My season one go.
But also, Lime has the only Steel type in the game, and Steel is one of the best defensive typings.
But it is also lime, so.
This is true.
Yeah, but you have to think about it, Prez. Everything you've said about the fire types when it comes to ground weakness is true about Magneton. There's a lot of ground users, especially in
There
Kanto.
is. Lime is actually very weak to Earthquake, and then Dragonite has to come in. And good thing there's no Mamoswine here, but most of these ground types have Ice Beam, and if not Ice Beam, Avalanche.
So, like,
Oh yeah.
hypothetically here, there's a chance Lime might not do as good as he thinks he will, which would be
Lime's
Hey,
always
sometimes it's not about the prep; it's about the play.
that's fair.
yeah.
And then I do not even know how to attempt to pronounce that name, so I ain't gonna try.
I don't know. That's how I say it.
I don't know. But we got Aerodactyl, Raichu, Jinx.
I like
Uh,
Aerodactyl. Speed is nice.
Aerodactyl's my favorite Pokemon, so
I
I do
see.
like Raichu. Mother season one go for me.
Raichu.
Jinx is what you're doing there.
I mean, to
Jing-
be fair, I look at Raichu in a similar way I look at some of the other things, which is if you're worried about getting hit with an electric move on Aerodactyl, you switch in Raichu and you just take no damage.
yeah, and then Jinx has the ability Dry Skin for water moves,
Oh wow.
so very Aerodactyl enabling, which I am so here for.
Dry skin. That just means you're gonna get murdered by a fire move though.
I mean,
Yeah, but that's why Aerodactyl resists it.
That's fair, but you don't want to attack on damage to Aerodactyl.
Oh, definitely not. And then to get it burned, oof.
Yeah,
But me personally, I'm not a big fan of Jinx. I think it's like base 75 speed, so it's really, really slow. It has really high attack, but it has really low defense.
yeah. Especially because it didn't get a evolution with the other two of its little trio, so if it did, it could have been.
Mhm.
Imagine Jinx with Eviolite capabilities. Ooh.
Yeah.
little bit.
A rock ground Pokemon will really hurt this team, which sucks. Like you're heavily relying off of probably Raichu Grass Knot, and I believe Jinx has Water Pulse to kind of deal with it, but
Yeah,
about
no,
it.
go and Golem feeds on this team.
Oh, absolutely.
So out of Wheeler, who do you think has the best team? I feel like the answer is Lime, but
Yeah, I mean, it's pseudo legendary, a steel type, and a spinner grounded poison.
I just don't want to
I
give it to Lime because it feels like wrong.
No, he's carried by a Dragonite. I'm gonna say Vaughn.
All
I'm
I
right.
gonna
like Vaughn.
say
Say
he's
Weezing.
carried by Tentacruel's proboscis.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I, all right. So Nando, since you got here a little bit later, what's your opinions on the other three divisions? So best team in the Mudo division to you.
I'm gonna go all the way to the top. All right, Lexi. Don't hate that. Bacon. Don't hate that. Of course, Rolling West. We can Electro. Oh, he already took a loss. Dang.
Hey, no spoilers.
Ah,
I, pu-
rip.
I put the screenshots in the channel.
I didn't see the screenshots. I'm on the dock.
I know I put it in the actual like Discord channel
All
this
right, all right.
call is in.
Well, let me look at the
Well,
beginning.
apparently now we got at least one spoiler out there. Man.
No, it's okay. I haven't spoiled his championship run, so you're good. I don't hate McWhite's team actually. I do love me some Raikou. Some kind of torn.
I still say it's Flanes.
Yeah, that's a kind of
Like it's a
that's
little
kind
bit more
of
offensive,
like
but like I like it.
it's like they're solid.
Definitely is. I feel like you're gonna have fun bullying people in Kaiba, but what's your Kaiba pick for best team?
Best team. Let's see. Ooh, Gengar, Lapras, and Magmar is nice.
Oh my god, did you just compliment Cruiser? Who are you? What have
Yeah,
you done with Nando?
I was like, hold up, he actually cooked. What? I don't hate Legs team. He's got two of my goats, Nido King and Poliwrath. I've become very fond of Poliwrath these last few seasons.
I bet you have Maybe you should have been following the teachings of Ben this whole time.
No, you're not. He was on something. I'm not gonna lie. Honestly, though, I'm gonna have to give it to Mister Always Gets His Name Wrong, K. Bruiser.
And then last up would be Ishtar.
Best team. I don't hate Momo's team because I'm Ditto Muck is pretty nice.
My bias said Cappy, but I'm also biased.
Oh, brother. Kupo, is that you?
Uh, I am not that bad. But, like, objectively, Gyarados, Hitmonlee, Electabuzz is a super strong team. Especially because you can normal gem fake out with Hitmonlee to get on Burden off immediately.
I mean, yes. But then you just send out Ditto and
Yeah, but Ditto's not going to have the Unburden boost, so you'll still be faster. And I'm
you can run.
pretty
You can
sure
run
Hitmonlee gets it, whatchamacallit.
in, nah, in this format, you can run Ditto with an item. Like, if you know you're going to copy Hitmonlee, you give Ditto a better item and just do the
Doesn't
same thing.
Does Hitmonlee get acrobatics, or am I crazy? I think it
I think
does.
It does. Hitmonlee does not get acrobatics.
Man, imagine if it did. Just go and like fake out, use your gem, get on Burden off, and start clicking acrobatics.
Yeah.
That would
I
be.
mean, honestly, I don't hate Polar's team either. Snorlax Charizard Executor is pretty solid.
I just hate Charizard, so I'm never picking Polar.
You're such a hater.
I am. I hate Charizard with every fiber of my being. I don't care if I used Mega Charizard. I hate it.
Wow. Well, in that case, I'm just gonna give it to Polar. Just,
All right,
just
don't
cause.
listen here, Mr. Walking Wake hater.
I don't know. Venti might have made me a believer in Walking Away.
And then if you were to say, who do you think has the best team overall?
Overall, that's tough.
It definitely is. Prez, I think you gave yours at the beginning, did you? Or
Yeah, I did.
Look at us.
who did you say? McWhite, I think.
I was like switching around between McWhite, Lime, and one more. Who's it? Polar. I think Polar is my number one though. I just like the synergy.
Honestly, yeah, I can kind of see that because I do like Executor.
I mean, I don't mind it. I think personally, even though he has a huge ground type weakness, I personally lean more towards Lime, just because I think that team is so solid and all around. And even then, actually, doesn't Tentacruel take neutral? Or am I once again crazy because water to ground?
Uh, no, Tentacle. It's super effective on Tentacle. Water doesn't resist ground.
Yeah,
Yeah, there goes the Battle Academy jokes, because my brain keeps on thinking, oh, I hit you super effectively. I should resist you.
that's a grass.
That's just a
Okay,
me
then.
thing.
I don't hate Von's team actually. Entei, Weezing, and Wigglytuff is pretty solid for Gen 1. Wigglytuff, I think, can be a sleeper.
If I ever see a Wigglytuff get a sweep, I'm gonna be shell shocked. That doesn't sound like it should be
Don't
possible.
do not sleep on competitive.
True. No stats and gleams because it never got Moonblast until ZA.
I don't know. I'm just saying that doesn't sound like that should be a thing that's happening.
No, it can happen. You better believe. Wait,
Huh.
where's Butterfree? Why do I not see a Butterfree?
Yeah, why
Because
do I not see an Onyx?
because maybe you two, if you actually got involved and participated, you could have amended these mistakes that you see.
No, 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 no. Okay, because me having Onyx would be basically cheating. So I want to give somebody else the opportunity.
Yeah, sure.
You're not wrong, yo. Hey, I saw a disgusting dragon dance Onyx that did some work with weak
True.
armor. And I was like, what is this and why is it actually working?
Exactly. Let me send you some Little Cup replays.
I'm not dealing with this, so I guess this is where we bid you adieu, and I will see y'all next time when we do more coverage, which will probably be the week 1